We'll cover encrypted text field, auto number, pick list multiple, and if time permits, we're going to cover field dependency and tracking history. Okay, so once we log in, so yesterday and previous session we have seen what are all the different data types like text area long, text area rich, and phone number, email, external ID, how to make a field as external ID and unique fields. These are all we have seen. So if I think I logged into the wrong org. So when you heard about something called encrypted, so you have any idea what is encryption and what it does? Let's say if you have any sense to it, even in your WhatsApp chat groups also, you see when you chatting with some new person, you will get a notification or a small message. Let's say it's end-to-end encrypted. That means what it does actually was when it's storing in its database, it will not store directly. It will do some kind of a masking. What we need is, let's say if we have any text like about customer, so if you encrypt this one, so it will be a different kind of a text. It will be not exactly about customer, so it will be some random numbers and some zigzag numbers and different symbols, and it will become a much more bigger, and it looks like it's not understandable. So they will be having a key, and with that key they will convert all these characters to a in a different form, and that will be a encrypted form. So when it's stored in the database, it will be having a key with what it's going to use to encrypt the data, and that we can control in the org. But in system, there will be one key. Using that key, it will encrypt the data what you are storing as encrypted data, and it will store. And at the points when you need to read the actual data, then you have to use the same key to decrypt it. So that's what, like, even in the database, the person who reads the database also cannot see the data when it's a encrypted. Only when they know the key, then only they can decrypt it. So like when we use encryption, so when you save or store a sensitive data like your personal information like Aadhaar and any kind of license numbers, or if you having a kind of passwords or something really sensitive, or like bank account number, anything like if you feel that's going to sensitive to the uh, um, other people who are looking at the data, and it's going to risk, then we can use encrypted data fields and encrypted text fields, so that either you can completely mask that fields, or at least you can unmask some of the last digits, or some of the digits you can unmask, and you can mask the part of your data, so that um, we are not going to share or display all the sensitive data to the all users. We are showing only the part of it, or completely we're hiding it. Okay, let's see. We have this one, right? So once you have a new custom field created, then the last third one is the text encrypted. So if I select that one, and let's say GST number for the customer, even though it's not a sensitive, but still I'm trying to make it as a sensitive to see um, how it's going to be. So here I'm giving it 255. Let's see what error it gives. And here mask type, mask all characters, last four characters clear, credit card number, national insurance number, society, social security number, insurance number. I'm just using a last four characters as a clear. Mask characters with, so you want to mask with star or a cross symbol. Just I want to give it as a cross symbol. So this is how the data will look like. And I'm going to save next. So if you observe, so encryption text field, you have maximum size of 175, not more than that. That's why I have given 255. Okay, so this is also one thing you have to remember. Encrypted text fields should have a maximum size of 175. Then next, say, okay. Now let's see how that encrypted field looks. So already having a project, and we have the field GST number. So let's say my GST number is something like this. I'm just saving it. So if you look here, so it's look like it everything is masked and 1 2 3 4. Even though you edit it, it will be still same. You cannot see the data. So only thing was you can see only this. Okay, who can see? So who are having permissions, that is view and edit encrypted data. Only people with that permission only can see the data. So let's say our what's our profile name? System administrator, right? Here, system administrator. So here, manage encryption keys, view encrypted data. So I have to what it is. Okay, these are the standard profiles. We cannot do. Just I'm cloning it. I clone the profile. New profile. I want to clone it from a system administrator, and I want to this time saving it to the system admin with a different name. View encrypted data. Edit. So view encrypted data. When you check this box, only those profile only can see the encrypted data. I'm saving this profile. App permissions, subject permissions. Okay, so let's see whether we are able to change a profile of the other user. I cannot change mine. Why? Because I am the first user in the org, so I cannot change anything on mine. And at least one user should have a standard system administrator profile. So we have other thing, right? Team. So let's try if we can save or change profile of this user. Okay, great. Reset password, login. It's not done. So I want to explain one feature here. So if you go to your profile and settings, then you have advanced user details, not here. Grant account login access. So if you see here, so you can do your company's administrator. So what it does was, so when you're looking at a users, even we can log in as a other users. Only when the other users has set this information like this. Grant access to a company administrator, like means